Might as well introduce yourself to the camera, Chase, if you're going to talk on it.
You want to get introduced? I'll point it to you and you just say, what's up?
Look at him like he's getting yearbook pictures taken.
Hi, I'm Chase. Sweet. Oh, it just went all willy wacky on me.
It's a little thick in the cage. On the. Did it go? There you go. Here. Oh, yeah. Yep. So the vortex will have to be in the cage, bolted to the bracket before the bracket gets bolted to the battery cage. Yeah. Or it'll be a pain in the ass to mount it. Can't really go. Kind of funny then.
Yeah, no, I don't know why they're slanted, unless it's just to cover.
And like this way, it looks black and gold, and then I stand here and the light hits
green.
It's bass boat and gold. Bass boat, Chase. Oh, bass boat.
Supposed to be professional. We're shooting a video, sir.
You want it to be entertaining, don't you, Chase?
Yeah.
Because you got to watch, and I know people your and Sam's age can't watch for more than 30 seconds at a time.
Whole time.
There's probably some people that do it.
Oh, I filmed this. You help me get back into riding.
Sam only watches dad speed videos.
Yeah,
Superior editing.
it's the best.
He is good. He's really good.
He's got to edit longer than he rides, though.
Oh, he does.
Since
But he
then-
likes it more.
Yeah, that's the one Jesse told me. I'm like, that's kind of insane, but
I'm saying
each
this
their own.
goes,
Gosh, dang it, Jake.
I know.
We need the battery first.
Yeah. Let's get the battery.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
just
it's in the box.
Loctite our bolts before we put the last piece on.
Stay behind the camera, Chase.
What do you say?
Let's just Loctite our bolts before we put them on. I think that's the way.
I'm just such an asshole. Hey, Jess, you want to go grab me a piece of turkey?
You think I ought to be worried about
Brain damage?
yeah? The OEM one's got like rubber bump stops right here.
No.
Okay. Gosh, that was bad.
We can have it.
That's fine. Yep.
You didn't know it?
What was rattling?
I don't.
Alrighty, guys. Well, just heard the first start. And so I've got to call Jay and talk about, a good time for me to come up there and get a dyno session and get it fine-tuned. He gave me a rough tune just so I could break it in and not be worried about blowing it up or anything. So, got to talk to him about getting up there and doing fine-tuning. But I'm going to ask him, hey, I'm not getting fuel. So, what's going on? Got any ideas? It's cutting out after 5-10 seconds. Fires up. When the fuel pump primes, it'll fire up. It runs for like 10-15 seconds, then shuts off. So it's not long enough for it to get hot, I don't think. We're good on oil, good on coolant, all that good stuff. So anyways, this thing's just, we've put this together in like 18 hours. This is just, it's wild, kind of surreal. I think we could have put it together faster for sure, but we took our time to film, and do things right. If I wanted to just throw it together, we definitely could have done it faster. But gosh, guys, just look at this thing. It's so awesome. Zaps did such a great job with the powder coat and helping me choose colors and where to put the colors. New DASA exhaust. And this is a DASA shorty exhaust. So it's like 6 inches or 4 inches shorter right here. Shorter than the other DASA. Oh, you can see the green. I have the swing arm at this angle. And then the bourbon color there. It's all the same color, just different angles. And it looks wild. FCI intake. We still gotta wrangle all this up yet, but DVR cage. Heck yeah, guys. I am probably gonna wrap up the night. I've got new wheels and tires. I need to put the rear axle in. I'm gonna finish up the rear end, I think, and then we'll put wheels and tires on it maybe. Put wheels and tires on it if we got time. I bought wheels and tires from Pete at phager.com. Yeah, I'll probably just do a list of like all the stuff and where I got it all. But Zaps Motorsports, Zaps Powder Coating, phager.com, Illinois Power Sports. Those are the 3 sponsors for this build and the guys who help me out with everything.
Yeah, but you always complain about editing. Oh, I never have
like it, but
time.
it's
I
better
don't
to-
post for 6 months.
I don't like doing it.
Oh, I'm so busy with paperwork. Just give me more editing.
Get out of my face. I feel like you're in my ear hole.
Keep your chins up, babe. Keep your chins. Don't mind my hands, guys. This is not Jake's fingers. I'm not as manly. Now, how many of y'all wish this was you? You need more headshot videos. All it is you behind the helmet and the GoPro.
I know.
We need more of this. More of this. Are you gonna film the intro or what, Jake?
No.
What's up, guys? It's Jake Brewer here from Brewer Off Road, and we are with our YZ 450, and we are putting it back together. $20,000 build.
Alright, no more dish soap, man.
That's what you. That's gonna be the title of this, Jake. A $20,000 YFZ 450 build, and that's when you get your clickbait. But it's kind of not clickbait. If you,
It's kind of not.
it's not. It's not really. It's like,
If you were to buy a YFZ,
and do this to
it's
it.
gonna cost you 12 grand.
Yes.
And then you do this to it, yeah, it's gonna be more like 25 grand.
Yeah. See, there you go. But you can put 20, so you're not stretching it. You're just more reality there. This is what $20,000 gets you. Now, for Jake, that is pocket change, and I know for a lot of people that is a lot of money. Great
Just
filmer.
call it chase cam, and they're gonna think
Chase
that you're
cam?
following somebody.
Yeah.
Turns out,
It's
just
just
the Burkhardt special.
Yeah. Jake is throwing on the grips. He's got different ones, but he hasn't put them on yet. They're on his Raptor 700.
Well, I'll buy different ones. I bought some for this, but Dad needed some sooner, so I put them on the Raptor for him. What's up, guys? It is August 10th, I think. And I think I'm going to finish this thing today. Maybe. That's a pretty bold accusation, but what I'm working on right now is the battery box. So I was looking at this when I had it all in here, and I'll kind of mock it up real quick. This is the DBR battery box. Ooh, shit. Okay, well, looks like everything's all right. This is what I get for doing things one-handed. How the hell did it even fall out? Okay. So, this is kind of how it sits in here. Super nice and slick. Like, I like the way it looks. But this is my airbox. I got an FCI airbox, and it's open at the back. And I don't like that. And also, I can't think of a way to close this up with the box. See, now it doesn't want to come out. It's not going to fall out. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the stock box back in. That way I can mount my tip-over sensor, mount my vortex, because I've got the vortex cage still. So we're good there. I can mount the battery back in here, mount the relay back in there, and then this is going to close up the back and protect my airbox, basically close it up. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that until I figure out a different way to incorporate this box that I can close it off. I mean, I think I can like take this and carve a lot of this out, but without opening up too many holes to the outside. The only problem is kind of right here. I would definitely open it up. And then the tip over sensor, I'd have to do some different hardware for it. And I don't know, I don't really have time to try to test that out and prototype that out right now. So we're going to take this off for now. We'll keep it, but we're going to get things mounted, get our vortex going. I got to get this thing running and riding, boys. It has been too long. All right, so this is what we come up with. Had to drill holes for this and the breather part of this little breather box. I think I can delete this, but I always seen Jay put it back. Not sure why. FCI intake. Put the OEM housing back in. Got everything routed. Basically, still used my DBR vortex cage back here. I used quarter 20 bolts down here at the bottom to put it all together. Quarter 20 washers right here. And it's actually,
I bent this to like contour to the stock box. I kind of like it. It's pretty solid in there. Now I need to get my grab bar mounted so that my tail light can mount up nice and solid. Right now it's just on the little side tabs and it's holding, you know, wire harness and everything up. So we will get our DBR drop bumper with the fender brackets on there and a little license plate bracket or aftermarket tail light bracket, whatever you want to call it. But I got the drop bumper just because if you ever pick these up, you take a lot of suspension travel out before you even break the tires off the ground. So having a little bit lower makes it a little easier to snatch that bad boy up. So this is what the grab bar looks like. Got a little drop off. This is what I'm talking about with these. It's kind of in the way, but it's no more in the way really than the bumpers. Just at this angle it looks kind of funky. But thought they were going to touch. But they got just the slightest amount of daylight between them. Got the battery over there on the charger. Slow charging. Dust on this guy already. It's dirty and it ain't even been outside. Man, it looks good though. Alright, so we got the new RWI wheels from PeteHager.com. Obor tires. They are the new Kraken tires. At least they were new when I got them. They've been out for a little while now. They're pretty gnarly looking as well. Got the fronts on and mounted already. PeteHager.com, everybody. I am going to go ahead and kind of roughly show you how I mount the backs, if I can do it without cussing 1,000 times. Alright, so if you've never done it, this is the side with all the bolt holes. They've got these rings on the inside that are riveted in, that has your thread pattern. And then this is obviously just a normal rolled lip. This is not where the beadlock goes. This is the beadlock side. It has Honda and Yamaha bolt patterns. So pretty much any sport ATV you buy, these wheels should fit. I believe these tires were actually packaged by the man himself, Pete Hager. And he actually did a great job. They look super good. This is my first look here at the back, the rear Kraken, the Kraken's rear. The rear tires, I like the fronts. They're not a whole lot different. They got some different cuts in them than like your Advents or something. These Krakens are pretty aggressive on the side lugs right here. And in the past Obor tires I've had, they have been a pretty soft ply where they get good traction. Pretty gnarly. I think these side lugs are actually more gnarly than the Advents were. And I like how they got these extra slots. It's going to let that flex a little more and pinch a little more. These double H's pretty much is what they are. They're like the ITP Whole Shot HDs pretty much, which are my favorite tire by far. A lot of guys have a lot of different ways to do this. I've got mine. It may not be the best. I probably try too hard. I take the side of the beadlock wheel that is for the beadlock ring, and I put it in first. That way when you flip it over, this bead already goes to the one that you don't have to do any prying or anything like that, and then you just put on your beadlock ring. A lot of guys lube these up. I will if I have to, but a lot of times you can smack it in there real fast and then it'll get kind of deep in there. You can twist it in like that. I twist it and push it while I do it, and she's in there. So I'll kind of tap it in like that. This is what it looks like right now. It's got quite a bit of gap there, but it's tight enough in there that when we start to air this up, it's going to pop that bead up on it. Then I got a handy dandy bucket here somewhere. Once I get that side in, I put that side down like that. Usually doesn't fall out. And it sits on the bucket nice. That way my surface up here where I'm putting my ring on is nice and even. I'll show you what that looks like. So now that it's sitting on the bucket, I can look top down like this, and I like to make sure my gaps are nice and even all the way around here. We can shift the tire to center while I put my ring on. It's gonna be hard to show you this part, but basically take the ring and I set it down in there, and I will work the bolt holes and work this little trim edge all the way around and make sure everything is nice and evenly spaced. Most manufacturers recommend around 7 psi, and so that's what I've been running front and rear. Just kind of saves. You get too low, and what happens is you'll flex so much that the tire rolls over this edge, and if this edge gets dinged by rocks, it'll start getting sharp, and then it'll cut the tire right here, and it'll start leaking. So you might, rupture one doing that, but you also might just get little hairline cracks in it, and can't even really tell that they're there. They look like scratches, but they end up leaking air. So I run 7 now. A little harder ride sometimes, but if it makes them last, that's important. All right, I'm gonna do this other tire, and then we'll get them mounted and get this thing on the ground. Jesse, stop talking about dirt bikes.
Okay.
We're starting up a four-wheeler.
Okay. Let's do some
We had a first start a while back, and music was on, so I can show a little bit of that. But and then the tip-over sensor was upside down. I saw it hanging there. I could not figure out why the four-wheeler kept running for 5 seconds, then shutting off. So hopefully, tip-over sensor's good. Everything else is good. We can fire this bad boy up. I just filled it with gas, so let's see. Hey. Not real sure why it shut off. Let's make sure it can fire back up. Okay. Didn't lock it up. Man, that thing hurts my ears. She's freaking loud. I'm very surprised. It actually, like, I can feel it deep inside my ear, like, back in my jaw vibrating. That is... wow. Alright. Shit. Okay. She's alive.